It's awesome. Oh my god. And these are the lights.
A few days ago, I stopped by my parents' house just to say hi, and my mom gave me a couple things she had been holding on to for decades now. With how fragile these things are, I don't know how they survived this long. She's much more organized than I am, and knowing me, if I didn't take the time to make a proper home for these, they'd be destroyed in a week. She's coming over to watch our kids on Friday, which gives me 5 days to get this done. Only problem is, I have to work 4 of them. But this is actually a pretty easy project. Or so I thought. Ah! Damn it! No! Damn it! Winter in upstate New York has a way of killing your motivation. Especially if you have to do work you don't want to go do the work you do want to do. This is a perfect scrap wood project, and if I have anything laying around, it's scrap wood. To keep things simple, I just used some leftover tongue and groove and shiplap from our recent barn renovation. The plan is really simple. It's just a shadow box with a hinge front door and a glass front. I was going to need wood for the back, the walls, and the frame, and once I cut everything to size, I could cut a slot into the frame where the plexiglass is going to sit. Speaking of plexiglass, it's time to make some cuts. I've cut this stuff on my table saw before, and I've had it crack and explode because I didn't hold it down to the tabletop tight enough. So this time I slowed way down, kept pressure on it, and of course, everything worked out fine. Everything was moving along pretty good. And then I walked into my barn to assemble all of this, and I found my glue, frozen solid. And that meant I was gonna have to make a trip to the store. This was gonna cut into the small amount of time that I had, but I was gonna paint this whole shadow box black, and paint's not gonna dry in this kind of weather. So I figured I'd grab myself some black stain while I was there. And while I was there, I noticed spray adhesive out of the corner of my eye, which was perfect because if my glue was frozen, I assume my spray adhesive is also frozen. I was going to need the spray adhesive to attach fabric to the back of this shadow box. When I got home, I realized all of my fabric is in the Halloween bins that are shoved way in the back of my shed, which is also surrounded by 2 feet of snow. So I decided to improvise. I went inside, found my box of old dye trying t-shirts, and brought one outside and cut the back off. I usually sell these at craft fairs, but I figured I could just sacrifice one for this. Then I used the spray adhesive to attach this to the back of my shadow box. And of course, because nothing in this project could go smoothly, the t-shirt had to stick to itself. No! Ah! Damn it! Once the fabric was attached, I could move on to cutting all my sides for this. For a project that was supposed to go quick and easy, there sure were a lot of problems. Once I had all this glued and nailed together, I could just slide it down over the top, and of course I shot a nail and missed the back. No! At this point I felt like everything was going pretty smooth. It's not perfect, but I was okay with it. So I decided I would stop and have some lunch and watch a few scenes from Cliffhanger. But as I was sitting there eating my snacks, I was setting future Nick up for potential failure. Speaking of cliffhangers. So after lunch, still confident that I'd be done in no time, I got to work on the frame with the plexiglass insert. First, I assembled the frame completely and then realized I forgot to put the plexiglass in it. I forgot to put the glass in. Then, after a little bit of struggling, I was able to get the frame apart. So I inserted the plexiglass, nailed it all back together, and then I realized it was too big. Not to mention, I forgot to stain it. So I tried to pull it apart, and of course I couldn't. So now I went from a guy who was confident he'd be done in no time to a guy who was racing to get through this project. I brought the whole frame downstairs and decided I would try running it through my table saw to just make it a little bit smaller. Thankfully, when I ran this through the saw, the whole thing fell apart. It is a good thing, because now I can cut each piece to the right size and then stain it before I reassemble it. I looked through a box of old hinges, found a set that would work for this, and pre-drilled and screwed this on the top. So once it's hanging on the wall, you can just lift up the bottom, put in whatever it is you want, and then just close it back down. Right when I was getting close to being done with this, I remembered that I have a box of little lights in my workshop. So I figured I'd run over and grab one of the sets of strip lights I have and run it around the inside of this box. So I drilled the hole into the bottom of this and then I could run my lights up and around the entire perimeter. But unfortunately, I found out afterwards these lights kind of worked. I had tested them ahead of time. They turned on and I figured they would just get brighter with the remote, but they would not. This meant I was gonna have to order some new lights. But of course, before my mom came over, we had to place the special items inside of this box. That's right, they're Halloween masks. But they're not just any Halloween mask. These masks were my mom and her twin sister's Halloween costumes when they were 6 years old. That makes these masks 65 years old. Crazy. I have no idea how these things survived. If you know me, you know how much I love Halloween and nostalgia. This is the perfect display to go on top of my VHS shelf out here in the barn. Me and my daughter were able to quickly get these new lights into the box, and then my mom stopped by.
It's awesome, huh? Oh my god. And these are the lights?
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
Cool. There's a box jammed in the back of most closets, and it's full of things we forgot we even owned. But it's called a memory box because those were things we wanted to remember, right? Little moments that we thought were important enough to save. So stuffing them into a dark box and into a dark corner kind of feels like the opposite of that. Some things don't belong in storage. Some things deserve to be seen.
Bye, see you again, and have a good dream.